What's good? H-Town 713. What's going on, man? General Squirrels, thank you very much. What's going on with you, sir? I said thank you very much. Amit, what's going on, man? How you feeling? Salute to you, CB Sports. What's going on, man? How you feeling this morning? Bottom of Cali, man. Yes, sir. Let's hit that like button. Hit the like button. I can't even do that shit. Man, I stopped asking people to hit likes because I can't do as nearly as good a job as as Black Fight Fan TV does, man. What the fuck is this? Oh, what's going on, man? So yeah, we got people rolling in. Man. Let me say what's up to everybody in the building. All right, Jeff, the producer. Let me roll back up a little bit so I don't miss nobody. Cali, bottom of Cali. What's going on, man? King Corleone, Hulk Bradley. Stay ready boxing in the building. What's going on, man? I served 88. King 513. Thomas Moreland. King Corleone said new media or no media pound LDBC. Yes, sir. Tony Snowflakes, what's good? Cornelius Littlejohn, man, what's going on? I'm good, man. Broderick Hunter, what's going on, man? Darnell Kirkland, Matt Wade, Jeff, the producer in the building. What's going on, man? What's going on, Stymie? Stymie, I can't pronounce that last one, but what's going on, my man? I don't think I've seen you in a minute. I hope all is well with you. B&B Boxing, King 513. I think I said what's up. Ancestral Rage, man. Good rising to you as well. The Perfection in the building. Jamal L, Johnny Jones, Gravy, David. What's going on, baby? DJ Zion Loves, blessing to you, bro. Mister, what's going on, man? Harold Jones, Stay Ready Boxing once again. TJ Wilkins, Alan Hunt, what's going on, man? Man, them Bears, man. I told you. Man, come on, man. It's the Bears. That's the Bears, man. There's all kind of reasons the Bears are cursed. All kind of reasons they're cursed. Motherfuckers should have let Dicker did it to him. Should have let Walter Payton run his ass in the end zone instead of giving the ball to the fridge. Been cursed ever since. What's good? King Joppy Joe. That's every time they lose something like that comes back to my mind. Like, yeah, Dicker, hell, they ain't got Walter Payton. They ain't got people acting like Walter Payton in that joint. They got people acting like Mike Dicker. Dicker wasn't even the reason they won it. It was Buddy Ryan. Then the defense and all the hard work put in by my man, Walter Payton, rest in peace. Dicker fucked over everybody on that damn team. Dicker was a jackass. Was Haddon Les Harper? The Bears, yeah, I don't fuck with that. Yeah, I don't even fuck with that Dub Bears thing. That was 35 years ago. Have they won a Super Bowl in 35 years? They need to come out with an official apology to Walter Payton. Okay? They need to come up with they need to change that to Walter Payton Field. They need to do him right. Or just like Seeley say in what'd she say in The Color Purple? Everything you do will fall apart until you do right by me. She cursed his ass until you do right by me. They ain't do right by Walter. And that's what they get, treating Walter like a piece of meat. Sugar Fantastic. What's going on, man? But y'all can't get mad at me. I told you, dog. Bringing back refrigerator period. Oh, man. But look, man, we on this boxing, man. We on this boxing. The Chicago curse, man. Yeah, man, it be going for a long time, dog. That's like the American 4x100 meter curse. I don't think they won it in that last Olympics. I think they got the ass whooped every time since they did Carl Lewis like that. Johnny Drummond and who was whatever them other motherfuckers were. Mitchell, I think it was Mitchell and them trying to put the great Carl Lewis off the team, off the relay team, knowing damn well he was faster than them in the last leg. In the last leg, top speed, they weren't faster than Carl Lewis. They had better starts and they had better flat out time, but he was an anchor specialist, dog. They would have won that shit with Carl, but they dropped the baton. Bunch of rookies. I'm about to be in Warren Robins, though. Okay, I'm not sure what that is, but yeah, 35-year curses are real. I'm an Atlanta sports fan. We curse too. Deion Sanders and Dominic Wilkins, Hawks, and man, they got rid of Dominic Wilkins for Danny Ferry. Danny Ferry. Yeah, dog, that's a curse. But let's get on to this boxing talk, man. I think I said what's up to everybody here, man. So, first and foremost, dog, I ain't gonna make no video about this dog, but God, dog, did y'all see that boy? Did you see that boy in the cart with the orangutans? Did you see that boy in a cart with orangutans in dresses? What the hell is wrong with that boy? What is wrong with the people around him? Why in the world would you let that get on camera, man? Why would I cannot? Hey, man, I've always been done with him. Like I've been done with him for a while, but I'm like, if the fight happens, and he winds up beating Fury, beating Deontay Wilder, beating, Dillian White, beating Jarrell Miller, Big Baby Miller, all that, it's like, man, you got to acknowledge that this dude would be if you would have to acknowledge that dude is the best cat, right? In the heavyweight division. At this point, after the orangutan incident, I don't care what he is. That's a dude that had some people driving him in a cart with three orangutans wearing dresses. The universal symbol for black people are monkeys. Put them in there and comparing them to apes. Put them in there with three apes. What a man! That's a special kind of dude right there, man. That's a special kind of dude, man. On the real, who the fuck does that? But they didn't pick chimps to put him in there with because the chimps would have eaten his face. They would have smelled him and like this dude. I smell coochie right here, dog. They just fucked him up. And gorillas, way too scary for AJ. But some orangutans, he can get his ass up in there with him. That's ridiculous. Brandon Ivy, Fannon the Great, ready to see Bud versus Khan or Errol versus Mikey. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. That'd be some good stuff. I ain't really big on the Khan Terrence Crawford fight. And as I find out now, it's going against and shut up, dude. Mason Jackson, dog. I didn't mean to call you shut up, but stop, dog. All right, I'm gonna have like a 3 response. I got like a 3 response limit on cats now, dog. Look, if you're in my comment section and I respond to you, I'm gonna give you. I might give you 3. Okay, I can't go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with you. Okay, you're ball hogging, man. You're ball hogging. All right, you made your point. Thank you. I want to respond to you. Come on, man. Be respectful, man. Keep the shit like 2 or 3 conversations, man. There's like hundreds of people that want reactions to their comments, man. And I don't have all day, man. For now, Negro needed that wilt need to be dealt with after that. Oh my God, man. That shit was crazy. Oh my God, that's crazy. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. Nah, but Caucasians are the Caucasus Mountains, man. People need to stop using that term. I would appreciate if people would not use that term because the term Caucasian is not. That's an inaccurate. They're not. There's a specific group of people who live in the Caucasus Mountains, who are from the Caucasus Mountains, who are Caucasians. Okay, that's like calling everybody in America. That's like calling everybody in America. Texans. You know what I mean? It's an area. It is a specific group of people, man. A specific group of people. Some cornball used that to describe skulls and classify that as a group of skulls. And now people in America think that's what that term is. It's absolutely positively not, dude. So they're not called. I don't even use the word WHITE. Just Europeans, man. They're Europeans. It's the best from that peninsula. That's what it is. Europeans. I think we gotta stop using those phrases, man. For me, like since I'm trying to live that codified life, right? I'm not calling anybody Caucasian. I'm not calling anybody white if I can get it out of because you're not actually the color that. Okay. And if I'm an African American, you're a European American. Okay, that's what it is. If I'm an African American, that makes everybody, whatever they are, American. Chinese American, Indian American, European American. Put everybody in the box. Get rid of that like massive class of people. That. No, get that language. And for my opinion, get that language out of here. You're a European American, and I don't care how long you've been here. If I'm African American, they're European American because we've been here forever too. We've been here as long as they've been here. And then we're African American. That makes them European American. What is good for the goose is what's good for the gander. And it's not insulting, right? It's not inaccurate. All right. It's correct. European Americans. Some people call them Italian Americans, Irish Americans. But since you don't know what they are, because they've been here so long, just like I don't know what I am relative to Africa. I don't know what if all of the different ones that might come in. That makes me this generally slap it to the continent. Okay. The continent plus American. Okay. So we're just going to throw the peninsula slash the people. That's why I always refer to people as European Americans. Just letting you know. And that is damn D74. No, I wouldn't call him that either. African is the name used for American. Is a name after how we, dog, please don't preach to me about how we African. Okay, don't do that shit. Don't overcomplicate shit. Overcomplicating shit just makes shit more confusing. God dang, man. Don't overcomplicate shit. All right? Fuck, it is what it is, dude. I'm not going to explain to you why we are, why we're not. Fuck, you know what you are. You are what you are. Pick a fucking word and move on. God, dog. People be arguing about the stupidest shit. Like, dude, it is what it is. Okay, let's come to some common fucking phrase of what it is. That one is the one that is being used by almost everybody. Okay, so trying to stop a productive conversation that involves that by trying to redefine that word is fucking distracting. And distraction and confusion fucks up conversations. Okay, all right, it does. Insults, distractions. All right. You can be having a conversation about a house and then somebody want to say, well, you know, that is not really a chimney. What really is, that is a smoke pipe because it was originally called a smoke pipe by the people that originally did it back in. Stop. It's a fucking chimney. We're talking about that thing over there. Okay. You can say you African, you can say you not African, you're really Native American, and the people who were here before had this color and all that shit you want to say. That shit does not help you go forward and how you're going to be treated with more justice and have a more productive life going forward. Okay? If the distinction doesn't matter, that's a distinction without a difference. Okay? You can call yourself whatever you want to call yourself. Okay? That's your code. That's not my code. Your code. But you, a rose by any other name is still a rose. You by any name is still you. Your problems still exist. Nicking and knacking about what the terminology is ridiculous. I'm telling you why I say that. Because I don't want to be disparaging, but I also do not want to be part of a concept of that involves supremacy. Okay? Because if I don't use that word, right, then I don't have to worry about it being supreme in my own vernacular. Okay? I won't use it. All right. If I don't use black, I'm not using white. Okay. If it's African American, then it is European American. Okay. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's it. It's more respectful to the people who are living here too. Whatever, man. But please don't nitpick, man. I hear these cats, like I'll be trying to have conversations with people, and these what do you call them? The woke community, the conscious community. And I'm like, cool, I get you. You're trying to pay attention, see what's going on. I like that. But there's so many petty conversations that go on. I mean, interesting, but ineffectual. Interesting, in my opinion, interesting, but ineffectual. Just who cares? All right, here's the thing. I would like for everybody to be treated with justice and fairness, right? I want the people that need the most, that are in the greatest amount of help to receive the most constructive help, right? Going forward, right? Using what happened in the past to understand what the mistakes people made were, and to predict things that can happen in the future, to understand and take away confusion. Okay, if you are bringing something that takes away confusion, cool, it clears things up. But if you're trying, but to argue whether or not people 300 years ago, 400 years ago, 500 years ago really were truly imported from Africa, or whether that's some farce, that just adds confusion. It doesn't add clarity. And people, you can live with what you want. I need clarity, dude. Yeah, exactly. Here's complicated. How about Omics versus African American? Who cares? It's just at a certain point, dude, just work whatever's clear. Because I'm trying to figure, I'd like to solve a problem. And I personally am tired. I do believe in that concept of, WS. I believe that is a very real thing. And if one of the tactics, if words are powerful, take that first word out and stop giving it to them. Just stop. I'm going to stop giving it to them. You're not that. That's not what you are. You're European. You're European American. What's wrong with that? Okay, that's not insulting them. It's not inaccurate. It's more accurate than the previous term was. Okay, that's why I say that. But anyway, man, back to boxing, dog. Please do not just confuse people with shit, dude. That shit is some. Yeah, I'm light skinned, you dark skinned, you still black. It is. I mean, that's if the color, but see, even then, like when people started having pride in that, started really getting socially connected to it, what was his I'm black and I'm proud, right? Then you got Jesse Jackson jumping up there. Oh no, we're not black. Okay, let's get rid of the word. You're starting to like that word too much. Okay, that's called Black Power. Black people feeling good. Black is beautiful. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Hold on. That shit's not supposed to be positive. Okay, that shit's supposed to be a smack in the face. No, we got to change that to African American. And ain't no way you're going to be talking good about African because we know what that is. That's, come on, man. That's a bunch of wordplay shit. But anyway, it is what it is, man. Let's get back to this boxing, dog. Yep, James Brown. I'm black and I'm proud, but I was thinking more. Oh, Al said, Fannon, teach young man, codify these boys. I mean, that's dog. Don't get into confusion, man. If you're adding confusion to a conversation, you start running off into a bunch of shit that's not connected to the main point. It's a distraction. Distractions are tools that use to confuse people. You know what I mean? Interestingly enough, man, there was a guy that came to my page, right? One of these guys that come to YouTube and they're being like, fake Negroes. And when I mean fake Negroes, I mean like they're faking that they're faking that they are that, right? They're not actually that. But since they don't have a picture up, you don't know, they'll try to use the verbiage and try to convince you. But most not, 99 out of 100 times, they're not, right? Just by the things that they say. So the guy was like, why are you always trying to tear? Why are you hating on AJ? Why always trying to tear another black man down? I was like, why am I trying to tear another black man down? Okay, I'm not trying to tear him down. I'm being respectful of Deontay Wilder. Seems to me as I'm supporting a black man because only somebody like that does it right there. I was like, hold on, man, you can't use that when there's two black people. There's two black people. How can I be tearing down? I'm building one up, but you're not going to focus on me building one up. You're going to talk about how I'm tearing one down. So I was like, I responded, and he said, well, and I said, look, man, I'm not tearing him down, but AJ's trying to tear down Deontay Wilder. Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua tearing down Deontay Wilder. So, well, how does that happen? He said, explain. What do you mean? And I explained it. He said they'll freeze him out, right? They're constantly trying to delegitimize. They're trying to say that, number one, he's going to freeze him out. Eddie Hearn is over here talking about how nobody knows him, right? How he's only got one belt. He's never fought anybody, right? They're tearing down his reputation. All Deontay Wilder is talking about is he wants to fight him, and he acting like he don't want to fight. But that's what it seems like to me. And then he said, then the dude started talking about race baiting. He said, oh, you're just all this race baiting. I was like, gotcha. Nobody in one sentence is going to say, why are you tearing another black man down? Is going to, in 3 sentences later, say, accuse you of race baiting. How the fuck does that work? Ain't you race baiting up here? If that's what that means? Oh, these cats be phonies. Phonies. UK trolls tearing down Wilder on an hourly basis, man. These full time, dog. Full time. But you can't do it because don't nobody care, dog. Hey, man, don't put that dude's name. I'm down with. Hey, by the way, man, I'm back to what Black Fight Fan TV said, man. I was on World Breakers channel. I mentioned it for the second that I was there. Let me. Oh, who is this dude that just. Rashawn, yeah, I'm going to delete this comment. Look, man, don't mention them dudes' name. Okay, don't mention the dudes' names. I would prefer, you can do what you want. Clearly, it's I ain't your daddy. I wouldn't even go to their channels. You encouraging them. When you go to their channels, you encourage them. I know that there's like this feeling that you get, right? When you can go tell somebody that you don't like what they're saying, you can argue with them, you can debate with them, but I'm telling you, you're helping them when you do that. Because every time you go to that video, that's another view. Every time you get another comment, you put a comment there, their comment section, it gets longer. It encourages them. That activity attracts more of them to them. I don't go, and my sleep a lot better. I spent just last week, I made a mistake I had not made in a year. Because when I first got on, I first got like some amount of people that would pay attention to what I have to say. Automatically, there was these guys making videos with my name in it, doing all this stuff. And I would go and I would listen. I would never listen to them, but I would even just listen because I really don't have time to listen to other people's videos. That type of motherfucker's video for sure. If I'm going to listen to somebody's video, it's going to be somebody that I know that I want to hear, that I can make it through the whole video and feel like, okay, that's an interesting point of view. Oh, 78 said that. I don't even remember that happened. When I can do it during my workout. But if you go to those guys' channels, number one, man, that's seriously, man, that's like, it's like you're popping pimples. If you pop pimples, that's just going to leave a scar. Don't pop the pimple. Just leave it there. Let it go away. Eventually, the shit will go away. You know what I mean? Eventually. But if you encourage it, that shit's just going to be. They love that shit. They love it. Let's talk to me. Somebody's talking to me. Oh, yeah. I got all kind of people talking to me. Let me tell you, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to do it more. If they ain't going anywhere. And if one goes, somebody else will come. That's the nature of boxing. For every action, there's an opposite reaction. I don't think there's an equal and opposite reaction in the societal sense of that word. But wherever action, there's an opposite reaction. The LDBC is an opposite reaction. There's an opposite reaction to all these people tearing down black fighters and making people who support them try to make them feel bad about themselves. The difference is now we got our own platform, got our own voices, and we don't have to talk to them. They want to come tell us they got to come tell us. Man, please, I ain't got no time for them dudes. I have no time for those dudes. And I don't care what they do. I'm no time. Not enough time to waste at troll channels. Yeah, man, please. Jamal, that crap comes up in your feed sometimes and you don't know it first. I block so many unbiased boxing channel issues disturbing. Yeah, so what you do is you block the channel and you got to go to your feed and say not interested. Not interested. Why? Don't like it. And it won't bring it up again. And it's because as soon as you flip it up, all the interconnect. But there's a plus and minus to that, But do you? You know what I'm saying? Definitely do you. What up, Eric Jenkins? I genuinely enjoy this channel because Fannon represents true boxing fans as well as everyday man. Keep up the good work. Picasso, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. We are just talking boxing, trying to have, trying to have good conversations about it. He said, nah, I'm gonna stay on his dog. I'm trying to tell you, staying on that dude's ass is just you are beating your head up against the wall. You're not on his ass, you're helping him out. If his channel's monetized, you're putting money in his pocket. You're gonna continue to pay him, is what you're doing. If you see any commercials in his ads, if you see any commercials in his videos, what you're gonna continue to do is pay him. There's commercials in my ads. Every one of those guys pay me. Every one of them. They pay other LDBC channels because I take that revenue and I give it to people I give it to youth sport programs, and I also help people, other YouTube channels, YouTube creators that have, through their super chats and things. Bro, that's what you're doing. You can stay on his ass, but understand his pocket is sitting right on top of his ass. Okay? KU, baby. True Speaker. What's going on, True Speaker? Much love in the super chat. He said, those other channels stay talking negative and bringing up your name, Fannon, in their videos and get views, and they lie and represent you. Stay away. Much love. Look, man, them motherfuckers can't represent me. They're not smart enough. Motherfuckers, they can't. Oh, I don't even be giving an opinion. I can say this is how fucking stupid these cats are. I will report what somebody else said, say that they said it, and they will argue with me like I said it. I will, in the middle of the video, say, I don't even know if that's right, but they will act as if I said it. They don't accord it. And I'm just talking about the people in the comment section. I'm not going to imagine what the people in the video say. Come on, man. That's a commercial for me. That's a commercial for the LDBC. You want them to do that. That shit ain't hurting me. That shit's helping the cause. It's helping the cause. Okay? Because those guys, first of all, it gives them troll ass dudes somewhere to go. Go there. Go. You know you're not going to kill all the mosquitoes in the world, right? The best you can do is spray your yard down so that the mosquitoes will leave your yard and go somewhere else. We ain't gonna change the ecosystem. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. And I don't mind them being around over there. I don't care. Go over there. Okay. You need hyenas in the world, man. You need buzzards in the world. Okay. Driving down the street the other day, saw on my way to drop my son off at school. It was a sad thing. Saw a squirrel get hit by a car. Came back when I turned back into my house. When I saw two buzzards. I saw a buzzard pick that mug up off the road, flap his wings over to the sidewalk, drop his ass off. I saw another buzzard standing there, standing vigil, making sure ain't nobody come up and fuck with what they got. They're buzzards. That's their job. They pick up the trash. They pick up the dead bodies. Then they take a dump and they put it back into the grass. They feed their little vulture kids. They do what they do. They do what they do. It's a natural cycle. It's a natural cycle of life, dog. But you know who the vultures are, because the vultures are the ones that are scavenging. They're scavengers. Okay, the people talking about me are scavengers. If you want to know for sure what they are they talking about somebody else buying with a specific name? Then they are a scavenger. If you cannot go to their video and they do not, and the subject is somebody in the LDBC, they are scavengers. People within the LDBC, if you are making videos about them, right? Not by name, because like Reef don't mention people by name. Reef just be snapping off, right? I'm not talking about cats like Reef. I'm not talking about cats like Quest. But if cats were ever to just make videos about dudes in the UK and just every video is like what the dude in the UK said, this dude in the video in the UK said, what this dude in the video in the UK. Hey, Michael Johnson, I see your email, man. I'll go in there afterwards. I just saw it come up on my phone, Michael Johnson. I'm gonna try my absolute best to remember to get that off of there. They're scavengers. Let scavengers scavenge, man. The trolls got to go somewhere. And if it gives them somewhere to go, that means they're not coming to me. It gets tired of going block, block, block. Damn, block. These dudes got so bad that they would get, I would block them. They would come back and put another comment in, and after their new channel name, they would put their old channel name. Dog, it takes me less time to block you than it does for you to take. It takes less time for me to block you than it does for you to create a whole new channel. But they keep coming back. They keep coming and coming and coming back. Okay? Unfortunately, they're subscribers. What's good, man? Let me check out, man. Yeah, they're bottom feeders, dude. That's what it is, man. It's what it is. And they're going to be there, dude. I'm telling you, they're going to be there. There's no need in getting too upset about it. Shout out to my man, NBT Boxing, because he was right. He's like, man, Fannon, don't get worried about that shit. That's blah, 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 right? I'm like, you're right. You're right. You are right. I was wrong. I should have never even got upset. I ain't filing copyright violations. I ain't doing none of that shit. Okay? I ain't doing none of that shit. I'm not bitching about it. Just don't tell me about it and I wouldn't care. Don't tell me about it. Just let them cats go on about their business. Because I want to talk to you about what you got to say. Hey, Eric Jenkins in the building. Said Fannon, what it is, bro. Chat with good peoples. That's what's up. Much love in the super chat, man. Justin Marsh in the building. What's good, man? I think I got True Speaker. Raider time in this mug, man. Thank you so much for the super chats, man. I appreciate you supporting the channel. And Sugar Fantastic. I think I got you already, Sugar Fantastic, but I do not mind gonging for you, Sugar Fantastic, dog. I do not mind it. That's foolish. They keep coming back, glutton for punishment. Man, they just need my attention. I mean, they want attention. They want attention badly, dog. I understand. I understand, man. I understand. Okay? You want attention very badly. You are really pushing hard for that attention. I got you. But as a I'm going to do the opposite of what, and I'm going to get back to boxing. Please do the opposite of what cats be telling people to do on their channel. Do the opposite. I'm telling you, leave them alone. You can do what you want, obviously, but dude, really, you are hitting them in the pocket, dog. Okay? You're hitting them in the pocket. It works one way. It works both ways. If you constantly talking to them, constantly watching their videos, constantly going to them, not only are you giving, because every comment you leave, there's 3 or 4 more trolls that come talk to you, right? Not just the guy that's making the video. You give more energy to the people that you're going back and forth with, man. Why? But I mean, if that's your thing and that's what you come to do, that's cool. But just understand that it's not solving the problem. It's not solving this problem. It gives you an opportunity to express your opinion and to go back and forth in a dialogue. And if that's what you want with them, that's cool. You know what I mean? But trust me, you can come to my channel and get all kind of trolls you can go with, dog. All kind of trolls. You can get all kind of good old arguments in the comment sections of 78 Sports TV's comment section, my comment section. I'm sure Trail Boxing Talk comment section. You can go to all kind of cats comment sections. You can go to Blue Blood Sports TV's comment section. Damn, my dog. Hold on, it's my housekeeper. Hold on one second. I gotta let my housekeeper in. Zeus, come here. Zeus. Shut up. Sorry about that, man. Had to get that working. Sorry, my dog bark. My dog want to chase the housekeeper. I'm like, man, you ain't barking at me. Oh damn, nigga got a housekeeper. Hey man, my wife is a neat freak, and I don't feel like doing the shit. What up? What up? What up? Thoughts on the return of Ricky? I don't know. Who's he? I don't even. Man, I'm telling you, I haven't even been paying attention. I know he's fighting this month. I think what is he on the Is he on the Thurman card? I'm happy that he's coming back, man. I'm happy that he's coming back. I'm happy he's with the PBC. I'm amped up about it, man. Seriously. I want to see. I just had so many other. Shut up, man. Shut up. Let me go back. No, she's not. You think my wife is going to hire some pretty housekeeper dude? Hell no. 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 I got a housekeeper too, my son. Nigga be quiet though all the time. Be quitting all the time. Yeah, man, that's why we gotta pay. Because these kids will not clean up, dude, and they do it. My wife be wanting like all the floorboards done. Shit like that, man. Michelle Bouchard, haters will hate, but the support of a subscriber overcome the nonsense. All day, man. I got plenty of people to. This motherfucker whining. All right, go. Do not eat. Don't bite. Okay, let's see. He's gonna sniff you. You okay with him out here? Yeah, okay. Okay. And you can leave that back. Oh no, never mind. Go ahead. Good. Thank you. Shit, my dog, man. That motherfucker be tripping. Hey, bro, don't be saying shit that loud. The maid is gonna clean up your toothbrush. Clean up with your toothbrush, dog. No, man, she ain't here, man. She over there. She's good people. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Sugar Fantastic. Yeah, he's finally starting to realize that Eddie and Joshua been stringing him along. Now he want to jump shit. Watch Dillian White be a PBC fighter next year. Hey, man, I still think he's fighting Dillian White. I don't think he's coming to New York for jury. I still think he's fighting Dillian White. Until proven otherwise, dog, Dillian White. I don't believe nothing these dudes say. I think these cats, until proven otherwise, and if I'm proven otherwise, I'm proven otherwise. Okay, I'll go out there and say, yeah, I was wrong. But I think he's fighting Dillian White. They just got to find a reason. To make it happen. Be like, because how is that going to help AJ fighting Jarrell Big Baby Miller in New York? Dude, if he fights Jarrell Big Baby Miller in New York, you know dang well that boy ain't making the money they talking about out there in the UK. You know it. Because 16,000 people, it won't sell out. It won't sell out. What is it going to go to the Barclays Center? It won't sell out. Okay? And ain't nobody going to watch that shit on the zone. It's got to be on Showtime, right? Well, I guess on Showtime, maybe that'll be like, oh, AJ's shows, many people watch him on Showtime. I'll be like, no. AJ's a regular TV guy, and Deontay Wilder's a pay-per-view guy. It ain't going to do no million. He'll do lower numbers in prime time than Deontay Wilder does. Lower. Okay? Lower numbers than Deontay Wilder. And Deontay Wilder's pay-per-view, and he'd be on free TV in the US. And it would be like, dude, you willing to do that for him, but you wouldn't take $50 million to come fight Deontay Wilder? How does that work? No, I mean, the arguments that could be come up with, and the orangutans. Damn, dog. What the fuck? The orangutans. What is this dude thinking? Eddie Hearn is a good man. He makes AJ seem like a cash cow, big money making. Honestly, think AJ don't make nothing. I think the dude's making some money now. Don't get me twisted. I'm not ridiculous now. The boy making some money. The boy got some shekels. The boy got some shekels, some pence, and some pounds up in he got some dough now. Okay? He's got some dough. Deontay Wilder got dough. Gervonta Davis has money. Okay? Gervonta Davis got some shekels. So does Errol Spence. So does Mikey Garcia. These guys are making money now. These guys are making money. All right. It's just I'm not doing one of these ridiculous. I'm not gonna say something ridiculous, okay? Straight up ridiculous. Like, no way it makes sense. Like, Deontay Wilder has 1 million people who watch him every fight in the United States, but nobody knows him. That is ridiculous. That is just the logic in that is broken. Okay? You know what I mean? It's like only birds fly. This animal is flying. It has to be a bird, right? If it's true that only birds fly, and I'm not saying that only birds, real life, for some of you guys that are not that quick, okay? I know that there are bats that fly, okay? I know that. I know there are things other than birds that fly, but for the sake of an argument that I'm just putting up here to show you a syllogism, right? Little circles. If only birds can fly, there is an animal that is flying. That animal that is flying must be a bird, right? If the first proposition is true and the second proposition is true, the third proposition has to be true, right? If it's dependent upon one another. If only birds fly, that animal's flying, that animal must be a bird. Okay? Same thing. If nobody knows Deontay Wilder, if 1 million people watch Deontay Wilder, and if 1 million people watch Deontay Wilder, people that watch Deontay Wilder knows who he is. 1 million people have to know Deontay Wilder. And if 1 million people know Deontay Wilder, then it's not possible for nobody to know Deontay Wilder. That's just basic common sense. That's basic common sense. But nah, you're biased. You're biased. How the fuck is that biased? You know what I'm saying? Water's wet, motherfucker. That's what it is. Okay? Anthony Joshua makes money. He's not broke. I'm not gonna say that he's not making good money. Okay? He is on pay-per-view in the UK. He is a heavyweight champion of the world. Okay, he does get a purse. He's making good. He has got to be making money. Okay, but they won't extend that same thing to Deontay Wilder for anything. Okay, the dude made $2 million in a fight, and somebody will say he's not making any money. What are you talking about? Comparatively speaking? I mean, like, I guess you could say that, but then I guess if you're a CEO of a company, you're CEO of a Fortune 500 company, you could be saying, or a Fortune 15 people, right? 15 CEOs of Fortune 15 companies, right? They could look at Anthony Joshua and say, damn, all he making is $30 million a year? Shit, you ain't making no money, man. That's a relative thing. Fight and find out, honestly, it all ends are, yeah, pretty much, man. He said, I'm telling you, man, water's wet. It is shit. What the fuck you want me to say? It's water's wet. They know who he is. I'm in the U.S. telling these bozos that I know who he is. I've been known who he is. I know who Seth Mitchell is. Okay? People know who he is, man. Okay? Whether they like him or they don't like him. All right? You cannot find a boxing fan none of these boxing fans engaged in conversations on YouTube. All of you know who Deontay Wilder is. But you listen to some clown. You just want this clown just telling you what you want to believe. And I actually, dog, these dudes be believing. And when I told you I started paying attention to people where I shouldn't have, I went and actually was like, let me look. at what some of these people actually have to say about things not related to boxing. Not related to boxing. Because if you want to know somebody's what they really think, if they're just a moron or not, go listen to or try to find examples of when they say something that's not related to the subject matter in hand. And I found it. Multiple of them from multiple people. And I was like, oh, these dudes are just psychos. Oh, that's what these are. These are people that believe Michelle Obama, I'm talking to you, is a man. If a motherfucker believes that Michelle Obama is a man and her children are actually adopted, right? You might be just a little bit off your rocker, okay? You might be just a little bit off your rocker, okay? I know that there's some conspiracies that happen in the world. I understand. But man, if you believe things like, I don't know, I won't go through the rest of the things that some of these guys have said. These are like some of them are Uncle Ruckus. The other one are like neo-Nazis, okay? These guys are Uncle Ruckus. It's like Uncle Ruckus and neo-Nazis. Straight up. That's why I'm like, man, come on, man. You can't debate. There's no debating with crazy people. Why? Why are you watching crazy people? That's what I would say. Why are you arguing with crazy people? They're not well. Okay? They're not well. And they're never going to be well because we're not psychologists. Right? The best thing that I can do for any of them is to send them a number to a good psychologist. Personally, I believe psychologists because more than likely they're already on meds, but the meds really don't help. You know what I mean? That just makes you like addicted to some type of opioid or something, man, you know, because they don't want to get to the root of the problem. They just want to give you a pill and let it just go. You know, more than likely you got to detox off that alcohol, detox off that meth you on. You know, these dudes like clearly like meth heads and, you know, crap like that, you know, just lost. So they come and they attack you on the internet. That's why I started showing my face. Hey, man, look, I ain't got nothing to hide, dude. I'm not some 900-pound fat boy standing behind a computer, man. All right. I get mine. Trust me. I get mine. But you don't have to trust me. I don't care. Opioids can't work on meth and coke. Yeah, man. I mean, dude, that's what they are, man. They're not well. Those people are not well. You know, they're missing some balance in their life, man. No, they say the same about Serena and most successful black women. No. The dude that did this is black. The dudes that said this shit is black. These are black people. I'm not ever going to talk to you about the people that aren't black. Okay? I'm giving you this show about the black people. Okay? These are people who are black saying these things. They are the ones I'm talking about. They're the sheriff. What's that Sheriff David Thompson or whatever his name out there in Wisconsin? It used to be this president. Used to be a sheriff in Milwaukee. You know, also like the preacher that preaches about how the world. Them type of cats. Dog. They're not well in the head, man, or they've been hurt, man. Jamal L said, I'm an educator. Yeah, just Clark, I'm an educator and I can't stand stupidity. The earth is flat is another nonsense one. Man, that's just less nonsense than, let me tell you why. See, you can play with things about the earth, right? Like, or the world. That you could play some. You can't. You can't even do it, dog. And here's the most important thing. Why bother? Why bother? Dude, you're arguing about something that is like basically that you're absolutely not going to convince anybody anything different is a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Best thing you can do, in my opinion, is try to talk about things in the real world. I'm not talking about sports, but in other areas of life, is to talk about how you can make things better. So within, and even within sports, I want to make things better in boxing. I absolutely positively do. And I'm an American boxing fan, and I know who the best boxers are. You know, the top quality boxers. And in American boxing, we weren't promoting them. You're not promoting the top level American fighters. If you want the reason why, like Ring Magazine has the last 5 or 6 years, every guy that won Fight of the Year has been an Eastern European guy. HBO refused to promote them. They had 2 guys out of the 7 guys that they mentioned, right? Peter Nelson mentioned that they were going to actively push when he took over HBO Sports were even American, right? And they had to do that with Terrence. They mentioned Terrence Crawford and Andre Ward. Never pushed any of them. And that's the biggest problem too in the sport, is that you don't push the best boxers, right? Like you have that fight with Jermell Charlo and Tony Harrison, right? Instead of looking at it from this point of view, that man, Tony Harrison is a lot better fighter and did better than we thought he was. Wow, there's closer to parity in this 154-pound division, right? If J-Rock gives Hurd a good fight or beats Hurd, man, that's like 4 or 5 guys in a 154-pound division that are all close. Man, we can get a lot of good matchups out of this. That just means it doesn't mean that Jermell Charlo sucks. It just means that Tony Harrison is good, right? And he is good. He is a very good fighter. All right, he wouldn't have got into the fight with Jermell Charlo if he's not. But what we celebrate are bloody mismatches, right? And say, "Oh God, he just dominated him." That's if you could tell, man, I could tell a minute into the first round with Jaime Munguia and Saddam Ali that Saddam Ali had no business in the ring with the guy. He was way, way, way too big. Way too big. Like, this isn't even a fair fight. You know what I'm saying? This is like, a gorilla throwing around a monkey. This shit is like way too big. But he's celebrated because of the way he destroyed him, for the sensationalism of it. Ain't nobody asking Jaime Munguia when he's going to fight Hurd, when he's going to fight Jermell Charlo, when he's going to put that WBO on the line. It's just, hey, man, it's Jaime Munguia, so, whatever's clever, We want to build him. That's the same type of crap these guys are defending with Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua just fight Deontay Wilder and take the money. You're going to have it one way. He's ducking him now. That's what they're running away with, right? Because now, and I'll acknowledge, Deontay Wilder's not acting like he wants to fight him. They don't need to argue with me about it. Who's ducking? He ain't ducking. He's not trying to get the fight with him because he doesn't believe it's real. And he has a reason not to believe that. Dude, if you were looking for a job and all you did is they just kept calling you back, interviewing you for a year, but yet they hire somebody, right? For this guy, they hire this one, and then they interview you again, it doesn't work out, they hire somebody else. They interview you, they hire somebody else. The whole amount of time you're looking for a job, that whole year goes by, you're out of work. You should go find somebody who wants to hire you now so you can start getting paid. Waiting around on somebody that says they want to eventually hire you one day if everything's right, if you don't ask for the same amount of money everybody else is getting, right? But they just keep saying it, but they never do it, right? Like a real life example for that, I had a friend that was a high official. He was a high city official. And I was with a company, and the company we were with trying to get some business out of that organization. We could get any meeting we wanted, meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting. We kept getting meetings. Nothing ever happened. And at a certain point in time, the CEO of the company that I was working with told everybody, like, look, I think we're getting strung along here. I just think we're getting strung along. We have, this particular guy is looking for an opportunity for us to get some business with the people underneath him don't want to hire us for one reason or another. look, man, we got to leave this alone. That shit happens. That's what it seems to me to be with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, right? But now Deontay Wilder's like, look, man, I've negotiated with you three, 4 times, dude. Okay, it's clear to me that the fans want it, right? The fans want the fight. We all know the fans want the fight, but they don't want to hire. They're just looking for one reason or another reason to hire the people that they want to hire. They know that this guy wants the people to get the job, but the underlings are like, no, we want this local company for this reason, or I want my guy. I want this guy, right? Same thing. Eddie Hearn already told you that he wants Dillian White to fight Deontay Wilder. That's what he said. That's what he wants. It's on record. That's what he wanted. That's what he always, that's what he wanted until, that's what he vocally, that's what he was explicitly requesting or trying to make happen, both the Deontay Wilder and the WBC, until the WBC said, fight Luis Ortiz. And then that's when they left. And only then did there start being more active conversations about Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. But they still don't want it. But you want Deontay Wilder to just keep asking for the job, keep asking for the job. Keep negotiating, keep negotiating, keep negotiating. Until when? In the same amount of time that he would have wasted going through that crap with Eddie Hearn, he fought Bermain Stervern, he fought Luis Ortiz, and he fought Tyson Fury on pay-per-view. He went out and got another job. Okay, now the job he has is going through the people that want to fight him. And yeah, that job over there, if it could happen, might be able to make him more money. You know what I mean? But the job he got right now is making him good money. And he's like, man, I don't trust these dudes. And you don't want to do business with and be negotiating with people you don't trust. People that you think are just leading you. People that you believe are just stringing you along. I didn't invent the term stringing you along, but that's a term that is out there in the world. You know why? Because people do it. AJ and Eddie Hearn were stringing him along. And now that he's saying, no, I'm not even talking to him because I believe you're stringing me along. Now you got a bunch of people over there doing, oh, yeah, I told you he didn't want the fight, because he won't keep asking for it. If he wanted it, he would keep asking for it. That's a crock. Or it's very likely that that's a crock. You know what I mean? And y'all people that make videos about me, your videos suck. Because if they didn't, you wouldn't be mentioning me. Who the hell is me? Who am I for you to make a video about me, dog? That shit makes no sense. No sense. Yeah, free smokers. I mean, that's what it is. That's exactly what that is, man. You're stringing a dude along. Now that he doesn't want to be strung along, you act as if he's ducking. No, man, time's up, dog. True Speaker said Ring Magazine is a joke. Joke had Ronda Rousey on the cover. Much love to the super chat. Oh, you know that, dog. Eric Jenkins, Fannon, International Boxing. What it is, bro. Chat, what's good, people? I think I might have said that before, but I'll do it again. What's good, my man? Oh, wow. Please tell me I ain't got to start working on this project. Or tell me that I got to start working on this project. I like money. Okay, cool. All righty then. We like that, dog. All right. I like money. Let me go back to the chat. Man, much love in the super chat, dog. Yeah, tell him Fannon the GOAT. Hey, man, I appreciate the GOAT comment. That's my dude, Best Fight the Best, man. If you ain't subscribed to Best Fight the Best, subscribe to Best Fight the Best, man. After he knocks out Fury, he should definitely fight AJ. I mean, dude, he should fight AJ if AJ wants to fight. If he wants to fight and he wants to cut a deal that both people are happy with, then yes, he should fight him. But if not, no, he shouldn't. He should go on ahead and do exactly what AJ's doing, which is try to make money, dude. Make your money. I spent months and months trying to badger and push for the fight. Okay? And AJ did less than Vasyl Lomachenko. Okay? There was another fighter Let's compare. Another fighter, Vasily Lomachenko, was getting pushed to fight Guillermo Rigondeaux because Guillermo Rigondeaux had been blackballed, right? Eventually, he gave in. He's like, you know what? All this bickering and bitching about fighting Rigondeaux, I'll fight Rigondeaux. Okay? Because I'm going to shut y'all up. Okay? He shut everybody up. He did it. He shut everybody up. And I thought that was a lot of pressure to get somebody to take a fight. To make Bob Arum, it was a ridiculous amount of pressure that had to be put on Bob Arum and Vasily Lomachenko to make the Rigondeaux fight. They made the fight. This is like a mini version of this. People coming up and saying, oh, Rigondeaux said he didn't want the fight. Rigondeaux ain't serious about making the fight. He really didn't want the fight. Remember when Rigondeaux said that, you know, what weight class is he? What weight class is Lomachenko? Playing the videos and all that shit. Remember that? Did Rigondeaux, so when Rigondeaux was asking for the fight, did he actually take the fight? Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. And for a lot less money than what Lomachenko was making. But he still took the fight. He obviously was serious about it, despite all the video evidence the clowns put up. Dude, this is recycled. This is the same thing, but worse because it keeps going and going and going and going. Now you got people using videotape evidence that nobody knows Deontay Wilder, of some 6'9" man jumping behind a pillar and sticking a mic in the face of a pregnant woman who's pushing another baby in a stroller. Hey, do you know who? No, I don't know. Get the fuck out of my face. And chick ran from the cameras. Like, you put my babies on camera? No, I'm out. Who are you? What is this? Crazy, dude. Trolls, show your face and have a name, have a channel, show your face. I don't care if they show their face or don't show their face. Just get my name out your mouth. Get my name out of your mouth. What do you got? Dude, can't you say what you think? Say what you think. Just make a video about what you think. You can talk about all that shit you want. All y'all can talk about whatever you want. Just say what you think about boxing. That's the part that boggles my mind. Not that you disagree with me. Dude, I got a wife. She disagrees with me. I got a daughter. She disagrees with me. My son disagrees with me. People disagree with me all the time. I'm okay with that, but why are you bringing up other people's names? You're a maggot. Is that a maggot? Or is that, what is that? A tick? A tapeworm? Dog, just say what you think about what you think. And leave other people's out of it, man. There are millions of people that have opinions on millions and millions of subjects. Are you going to make a video about every person that thinks something different than what you think? No, man, you're just trying to piggyback off something, man. Which makes you're just piggybacking. Oh, well, damn, they go watch his video. Let me tell them what I think about him. Oh, don't piggyback. I'm not a boxer. You know what I mean? I'm not a boxer. Boxers, you can talk about what a boxer says. They're there trying to make money as a boxer, right? And even then, dog, it's still just your opinion. Fuck out of my face with that shit. Oh, Daniel Valdez, Fannon, if Crawford KOs Khan in less than 6, what does that say about Canelo or Crawford? If Crawford KOs Khan in less than 6, what does that say about Canelo or Crawford? It doesn't say anything about Canelo. It won't say anything about Canelo. And it says, and I don't think it says much about Crawford. It just says that as soon as you touch, it says more about Khan's chin than it does anything else. You know? I think he got knocked out at 140, didn't he? It's just Khan's chin if he does that. Because that's the only way he's going to beat him under 6, right? He's going to catch him on the chin. You know? I mean, you know, that's a bad combo right there. Well, not a bad combo because he's going to get paid. I mean, Bud's going to get paid, so that's cool. You know, I'm getting a chance to see him. I don't even know if I got to pick between 2 fights, right? Is it going to be Adrian Granados? Is it going to be Adrian Granados and Danny Garcia, or am I watching Amir Khan, Terrence Crawford? Right? More than likely, I'll pay for the Terrence Crawford fight, right? But dude, that's tough. Now, on Trill Boxing Talk, They talked about that. My take on those reason that those two fights are together is because with the PBC, with between Fox and Showtime and all those cards they have, they're going to have to put their shows on the same weekend as PBC cards. That is part of the problem that Top Rank's going to have, because between two networks or ESPN Boxing or what have you, or DAZN, between Showtime and Fox, they can you can get a good fight. You're going to get a card damn near every week. 3 weeks out. They're going to take 3 weeks out of the month. Next year, they're going to have fight cards between Showtime and Fox, which means almost every ESPN card is going to be counter programming a Showtime card or a Fox card. You know, that's just going to be tough on them, because you know Showtime and Fox aren't going to pick bad weekends to put fights on. So either they're going to have to counter program and compete with Showtime. ESPN is going to have to compete with Showtime and Fox every time out. Showtime is never going to have to compete with Fox, and Fox is never going to have to compete with Showtime. But ESPN is going to have to, if they're not competing with Showtime, they're going to have to compete with Fox. And if they're not, and DAZN. So it's like, that's a devilish move, man. That's a devilish move that they made when they got all those fights, when they got those two deals, and Showtime and Fox were like, all right, we'll work together with PBC. So, and then you could probably have like a Fox card before a Showtime pay-per-view, right? Or a Showtime fight before I think it would probably be Fox before a Showtime pay-per-view. But man, that's a lot of boxing, dog, that they're going to have to compete with, man. A lot of it. Oh, Ancestral Race said DAZN ain't no competition. What did this dude say, man? What did you say? Brian David. He said, Fannon, your wrenches are blocking people who commented with a different opinion. Yeah. If it is, okay. I'm sorry, man. There's too many trolls out there. Too many. If you don't like that, the reason that policy is in place is because what people who don't know how to behave themselves, what they do. Okay? You got people coming in with under 3 and 4 different names. You got people coming in saying all kind of crazy shit, all kind of disrespectful things, all kind of, highly inappropriate things. And sometimes you think you're cute. Sometimes you think you try to be cute about it. It's not going to happen, dog. So what happens is, unfortunately, people who don't mean anything, sometimes they get their comments deleted because we're just not playing, dog. I'm not moderating. There's way too many people doing that stuff. You have other people coming who have other channels trying to send people into chats, to disrupt conversations. It's just part of it, man. And unfortunately, and it's not the different opinion, because trust me, there's all kind of other people. It's that they don't know you. And they might suspect that you're one of those type of cats. And dog, around here, we clap on sight, homie. It's just what it is. There's too much nonsense going out there. You're not too many cats looking to try to ruin the conversation, man. So I see you got your comment deleted. I don't see that you got it blocked. So, it is what it is, man. But they clap on sight, dog. Like, what did you say? Boom. You got to go, man. Because dog, I'm not one of these cats. I'm not trying. There's a group of people, man. We got a really good core group of people that come to the chat every day. We have really good conversations. Same people in the chat are the same people that we're talking to in the comment sections. Some of them, I'm exchanging emails because I don't do Twitter. Really, I got a Twitter page or Instagram page. I don't really do that. If I'm really cool with you, we exchange emails back and forth. Anthony Johnson, I exchange emails with Anthony Johnson. I exchange emails with Chevin Body. I exchange emails with several other cats, and we talk via email behind the scenes. Cats with other channels. We talk on the phone. It's a community, man. It's a community of people who want to be involved in boxing, who want to talk about boxing. And if you got to prove, to get the benefit of the doubt, you got to prove that you want to be part of the community. Otherwise, you got to go to some cat that's willing to, somebody that is really willing to go through that nonsense with you. And honestly, man, I'm not. All right. I'm not. I'm too old. I'm too old and I'm too impatient. All right. Go to Best Fight the Best TV. Best Fight the Best Boxing, excuse me. BFTB Boxing. Go there. If you go to BFTB Boxing, shout out to BFTB Boxing. Please subscribe to BFTB Boxing. If you want to have different opinions, and not different opinions, but you want to say whatever you want to say and not have somebody be overly trigger happy with you, what you believe is overly trigger happy with you, go over there and he'll have a nice, long, and straightforward conversation with you, okay? Straightforward conversation. He'll even send you a link and let you and talk with you on the channel. See, in the LDBC, there's something for everybody, man, and he's more for you. But over here, we treat trolls and potential trolls like the Chinese dealt with the opium wars. If you sell it, if you use it, you got to go. Boop. Not debating with you, not saying, "Ooh, let me figure out how I can help you overcome your troll addiction." We're not trying to do that. We are trying to eliminate. Okay? We ain't trying to coddle. This ain't no rest haven for trolls. We bop you and you gotta go. Okay? Gotta go. Right now, all those troll channels, because look how many, like we say, got 169 likes. We got 10 dislikes. Those, you know who y'all are. But y'all here every time to hit that dislike button. Like religion. It's like a religion with you. Let me get up, listen to Fannon, so I can hit that dislike button. I have videos, dude, that I know. I do 12-minute videos. Right around 12. I used to do 20-minute videos. But I was like, damn, I can't keep doing 20-minute videos. I just do 12, 14-minute videos because it just takes too much time out of my day. But now I do 12-minute videos, 13-minute videos, somewhere around there, 10 and over, between 10 and 13-minute videos. And I will have a dislike within 15 seconds of the upload of the video. You just want to tell me you don't like me. That's what that is. You don't like it. Trust me. I know. I believe that you don't like it. What you really don't like is you don't like me. And you want to make sure that negativity gets spread like a virus. Right? Go to those guys and do that. Do it the Best Fight the Best. I think you'll go once. I don't think you'll go twice. I don't think you'll go twice. But if you go twice, you really addicted to abuse. Dude, you are commenting. You are not blocked. No, you ain't blocked. You just got the comment deleted. Hey, put me in. Yeah, he put me in timeout for saying that. Okay. You're insulting. Yeah, you are. You know why? You insulted them. Why wouldn't somebody time you out for insulting them? Dog. And we know you already came before, okay? Shut the fuck up. Hoping for some good fights in 2019. Yes, sir. I am too. You're going to get them. We already know there's good fights coming in 2019, but we definitely looking for them. Hulk, who is Hulk? Who wasn't disrespecting? Who's Hulk? I am a real person. I can't see why there are different opinions on a black show. Fighters are human too, and they have feelings. I'm not sure what you mean by that, man. I'm going to tell you, I don't mind. We disagree on Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence a ton. But dude, seriously, the troll epidemic is it's too much out here, man. It's like the plague. Okay, you just can't do that, man. And it ain't up to me. That's the cats with the wrenches job. So you got to debate with them. What's your question, Fannon? I mean, what's your question, David? Ask the question. Hulk Bradley. Oh, okay, Hulk. All right, well, see, the moderator corrected that. What's the question, Brian David? Oh, and Hulk, you do have to be a little question because on the real, cats will take a wrench too. I mean, gotta have some, gotta have some, you gotta have some basis for it. But what's the question, David? Brian David? Fannon, stop. You keep doing your thing. Love the channel, bro. Thanks, Mr. JC. I'm waiting on this dude to answer this question, though. Because you got the floor now, David. Brian David. You just asked that one question. If it's the question about, what's the question? You asked the question about what? Who wins Usyk versus Ortiz? Good fight, man. I'll lean towards Ortiz, but Usyk definitely has a shot. Fannon, I can't type it so fast. Dude, you just type that. What's the question? Heavy hitter, if you got a question, ask the question. Put Fannon in the title and ask the question. It takes less time. As Eagles, yeah, you're on the hot seat. I'm not going to put you on the hot seat unless, I ain't going to snap on you. I don't think. I don't think I'm going to snap on you. That ain't my intention. What's going on, Right Hook? Wilder Parker. What's up with Wilder Parker? Why? Absolute go to sleep. Parker don't want that, man, please. Parker would be, Parker will have roller skates on in that ring. Fannon, do you think Crawford is doing enough to be seen and to promote himself? How do you feel about how his career is being handled and making him a star? I don't like him with Top Rank. I don't. And Terrence Crawford himself is a funny character. Like, he's a funny character. Great fighter, funny character. You know what I mean? Like, he's not that likable. You know what I mean? He's not that likable as a person. Like, the way that he comes across. I think he's trying to become, like, he shifts between being really, really quiet and being really sarcastic. And I just don't know, man. I just, like, his personality doesn't resonate with me. Got to be honest about that. His personality doesn't really resonate with me. Like, he's not a funny guy, like a nice, like either just genuinely a kind of a quiet guy, right? I just, the personality kind of gets me a little bit with him. Like, but the fact that he signed up with Top Rank was a smart move for him because he's getting guaranteed money. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with guaranteed money. So he's making his money. He's a great fighter. I enjoy his fights. I don't have any problem with his career at all. I really applaud him for getting the undisputed at 140 pounds. So I'm just kind of in mixed emotions with Bud a little bit, man. Like the way that conversation went down with Errol Spence, like just watching the dynamic. Watching the dynamic between the two, it seemed like he was trying to intimidate Errol, and when it didn't work, he kind of like settled down a little bit. Not like he was punked, but he just kind of settled down and kind of I just don't. It's hard to get a read on that dude, man. But he's a great fighter, man. A great fighter. Roughhouse, Forbes magazine predicted and to take an L in 2019 from one of the top heavyweights. I thought that was interesting. I don't think he'll fight any of them, in my opinion. Forbes predicted AJ to take an L in 2019 from one of the top heavyweights. I thought that was interesting. I don't think he'll fight any of them, in my opinion. I mean, AJ's not, I mean, look, here's the thing. All those heavyweights can lose because I like Deontay Wilder, but I can see why people would say, oh, he can lose a fight. Because if he's not able to knock you out, there's a chance that you might be able to win enough rounds to beat him, to win a decision, right? Versus like a Floyd Mayweather Jr., where it's going to be very difficult for you to win enough rounds to win him. You damn near got to knock him out, right? So it's kind of a flip. But AJ can be beat. He's wobbled, and he's gotten wobbled in almost – man, I've seen him wobbled a bunch of times, dude. And when you're dealing with these big-ass heavyweights, dude, there's a chance that you can go. Him fighting Luis Ortiz is a very, very – that's a fight that he could lose, right? A fight that more than likely would go the distance, but that he would win off of a fucked-up decision. That's what, like, something like that with Luis Ortiz would happen. Dillian White, he's going to knock out – I think he knocks out Dillian White. Because I think Dillian White, unless Dillian White does like a Sean Porter, adjustment to his style, like what Sean Porter did with Danny Garcia, I still see him getting robbed. You know what I mean? Because I think Parker, dude, the way that those scorecards were that wide, man, and the way they stop fights for Joshua, man, like the Charles Martin stoppage in the UK, oh my God. That shit, dude, seriously, there's no way if they had that same ref that Tyson Fury would have finished that fight with that same ref. Because not only did Deontay Wilder knock down Tyson Fury, he hit his ass with a monstrous ass, hit him with another right hand right after it and got on the ropes. And the ref didn't be like, oh, now he's taking more punishment. He just let it keep going. Did you see the Carlos Takam stoppage? And the Carlos Takam stoppage and the Charles Martin stoppage tells you if AJ lands 3 straight punches on you and you're on your feet, they're going to stop the fight. So that's where I don't see him lose. And he doesn't want to leave the UK because for real, that's what you have to deal with. And they know that. So, I mean, I don't see him fighting him. No, I don't see him fighting him. I see him fighting Dillian White. And then I see him fighting like maybe a Kubrat. I wouldn't be shocked if the next fight was Kubrat Pulev. Really. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Dillian White, then Kubrat Pulev. I do not believe that Big Baby Miller is happening in the United States. If it does, hey, man, I was wrong. But I don't believe that. I think he's trying to I don't believe him. But then again, man, I don't believe anything that Eddie Hearn says. Dude lies too much, dude. Oh, Victor Conte. Oh, by the way, man, did you see that picture where Mikey Garcia and those guys are flipping everybody off? Mikey, you're tacky as shit, dude. And you're stupid. Okay, Mikey, you're stupid. That's stupid. Okay, now I knew Mikey was kind of a sarcastic dude, but I never thought he was stupid. You're sitting right there next to a known dope pusher, right? Known convict, and you are flicking people off for thinking for criticizing your decision to work with him. Mikey, just shut up and go fight. Victor Conte is a snitch. Snitches and he's a liar. Okay? He's a snitch and he's a liar. You cannot be, you're not going to be some convicted PED peddler, right? Selling out a Balco. He said that was a legitimate organization, right? He was lying. If he gets put under pressure ever, he's going to snitch on you. And when people snitch on people, they sometimes lie on people, right? But yet you are right there with him defending him. There's no reason to defend him. Just shut up. Don't try to rub people's nose in it. You're drawing more attention to it. All you got to do is be like, look, man, I'm going to fight. I'm fighting Errol Spence Jr. on this date. That's it. Stop talking. You got to be in training camp and move on. But you to continually put your pictures, especially with that, that picture made me believe you ain't doping. Now the picture is Like Victor Conte ain't no physical trainer. He's not a physical therapist with a degree in physical training. Look at him. The dude's a dope dealer, man. The dude is a PED peddler. That's what he is. Okay? And you trust in this dude with your conditioning? You are out your mind, dog. But then just to stand out there all bold, flicking people off who would draw that into question, dude, that's like giving adding fuel to the fire and flicking off an honest criticism. Like you don't care what it looks like. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care about the fact this dude is that we know that he did that. I'm doing what I want to do. Dog, get out of here, man. We got more than enough steroid problems out there for you to be like thumbing your nose at it, man. But do you? It is what it is. Brian David, I don't care about what Mikey is doing. Okay. Is that your question, Brian David? Brian David, I can't answer that question. I've never been disrespectful. You've never been disrespectful, but they blocked you. Why? You're not blocked. You got time. You got timed out. You didn't get blocked. But maybe you said we're cool after that or something. I don't know. I think I saw that. Conte just bragged he can beat Vada. Of course. Dude, come on, man. It makes you look bad. To me, it makes you look really bad. Before, I wasn't even really on Mikey like that. I was like, that's just a bad decision. That's a bad look. This is a big fight. It's a big fight. You're moving up 2 weight classes. It just doesn't look good, man. That's a bad look. It's a bad look when you were saying, I'm trying to get bigger, stronger, faster. Let me go try to deal. Let me deal with somebody that is as experienced in making fighters bigger, stronger, faster. But how did he do it? He did it by injecting Shane Mosley with IPO. IPO, what did Shane Mosley do? Didn't Shane Mosley move up from 135 pounds to 147 pounds? That's what Shane Mosley did. He moved up from 135 to 140 and beat Oscar De La Hoya for the 147-pound title. He's somebody that Victor Conte snitched on as having taught him to inject IPO. Now you are going from 135 to 147, and you hire the same guy that injected another guy that did the same thing that you're doing. Oh, that looks, and you're going to flick your finger out at people? It looks bad. And you know it looks bad. You're not stupid. You know it looks bad. Anybody with you don't see Robert Garcia in that picture. Robert Garcia going to take a picture with him like that? And I don't care if Virgil Hunter wanted people to go with snacks. I don't know why he did that. That's not a smart move. Okay, that looks bad for Virgil Hunter. It looked bad. All right, Demetrius Andrade looked bad. Whoever else did it looked bad. All right, if Errol Spence Jr. hired him, it would look bad. There ain't no defense for Mikey Garcia that other people did it. What is that? Oh, well, who cares? Who's the most Antonio Margarito used padded, used plaster of Paris in his gloves. So what if Mikey uses plaster of Paris in his gloves? Who cares? Mike, you didn't complain about it when it was Antonio Margarito. First of all, yes, I did. Anyway, man, it is what it is, man. Y'all do what you do, dog. Y'all do what you want to do. Almighty Law said with Mikey fans saying Mikey is better than Errol in every category except power and working with a PED cheater, should Errol get 50-50 credit? Look, man, here's my thing, man. Those guys, first of all, if they're Mikey Garcia fans, and I doubt they are, because whoever people that criticize people like me, right? Or people like you, whoever you like, they don't like. Whatever argument you make they want to make the opposite argument. It doesn't matter, right? They're not really Mikey Garcia fans. Most of these guys are making these comments are not really Mikey Garcia fans. Some of them are, right? But if they've argued, those are usually the ones that I've never seen comment on Mikey Garcia, never seen in any of the other videos that I do. But the ones that I see from other videos arguing about everything that you say, dude, they're just trying to disagree with you. So I'm saying there's people who just love to argue. They like to argue. They want to. They just want to prove that you are wrong. And if they couldn't do it the last time, they couldn't do it the last fight, they're going to try to do it this fight. I still got people. I have people that try to say to me, I can't trust you. I can't trust you, Fannon. I used to think that you were a level-headed person and an intelligent person, but you picked Guillermo Rigondeaux to beat Lomachenko, and now they're saying this about this subject. No, I didn't. I predicted Lomachenko to beat Guillermo Rigondeaux. So obviously you sitting around here just waiting for me to be wrong and hoping people forget. And then they ain't even talking to me. They just in the comment section trying to shit on me to other people in the comment section, saying stuff that they know ain't true. Or if they did know it was true, I don't know. I don't know how, let me not insult anybody right now. Anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, Devin Haney tripping too. That ain't a good look for Devin Haney either. It's just not. Now they might be giving them what more than likely what they're doing, because these younger fighters, fighters that aren't making millions of dollars, they might need access to a training facility, right? So they're offering them a free training facility, right? That's what I'm suspecting, like something with Devin Haney, because Devin Haney's not making millions of dollars a fight, right? He's his own promoter, and he's like, okay, they say, hey, if you wear my shirt or you use my supplements, you say you're using my supplements, then I'll give you this free gym time. I'll let you change in the I'll let you get in the the hyperbolic chamber. They might have like one of those big tubs where you can do cryo, the freezing thing, all that shit that costs a ton of money to do. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Victor Conte is getting guys to come over there to use that equipment in exchange for them putting Snack on their shirt or to stand there taking a picture with Snack. I don't doubt that, right? That could very well be why somebody like Demetrius Andrade would use Victor Conte, or Willie Monroe would go with Victor Conte, because they're not making so much money that they can, like Floyd Mayweather, where they can take advantage of some of the things that really do help, like that freeze chamber, right? Because athletes take those ice baths, right, to help get rid of the inflammation in between workouts. But they got these chambers that you can get in, and it's like just gets really, really cold without the water. You stay in there for 5 minutes, and it helps your recovery. Get in there for 5-10 minutes. It helps you with your recovery, right? Or if you want to do some simulate high altitude training and you can't afford to go to Big Bear for a month, they can let you do that for free, right? Because you were with Victor Conte. But Mikey Garcia is a multi-million-dollar fighter. He doesn't have to do that. He doesn't have to do that. That's what I'm saying. He's not making money like that. Even when he's making money like that. Even Andre Ward wasn't making money like that during the Kessler fight. So if they invited him over there to do this, man, look, Andre, he's got whatever that cryogenics, whatever that is, the freezing technology. He's like, they got that. They're going to give it to us for free. Okay. So all we got to do is train in the gym. We don't have to take the supplements. And I'm not saying that this is happening. We don't got to take the supplements. You just got to get in there in between your workouts. After your workout, you get in there, you get in the chamber. It's going to decrease your inflammation. That's proven technology that he gives us access to. That could have been why he went to him. Okay, I don't know. But Mikey Garcia doesn't need that. Mikey Garcia makes millions of dollars a fight, he's making $2-3 million a fight. Andre Ward wasn't making that back for the Kessler fight, right? Willie Monroe's not making that. Demetrius Andrade might just now be making that. He wasn't making it before. He ain't hardly ever fighting. So there could be some reasons why they would do something that at the same time looks bad. But there's no excuse for Mikey. Mikey, go pay for one. It's tax deductible. Pay for it. Okay? If you want to get in the little, you want to get the mask on that's going to help you with your doing, dude, go to somebody, have somebody write down a plan and go to somebody else to have them do that and pay for it, because it's not worth your reputation to deal with him. Sometimes, dog, it's like not everybody that does something that looks bad has a choice. But I don't know. But I'm not saying that what they did didn't look bad. Nor am I justifying it. I'm just saying, I don't know what is going on. It looks bad for everybody. But Mikey doing this, thumbing your nose at it, oh, that looks bad, dog. Matter of fact, it just makes you look like a jerk, number one. Because the idea, the concept you're flipping off is that there are problems with performance-enhancing drugs in boxing. And that's a very dangerous thing to go on. And we know people are doing it. Right? We know people are getting caught for them. People are doing it who aren't getting caught. But when you flick off the public for bringing up that that's what this dude has brought to boxing before, you're flicking off that concept. But you're just being kind of a smug jerk. Now, I know you're 30 years old. That's still kind of young. But Victor Conte, you're helping Victor Conte out. Victor Conte will throw you under the bus quick as possible. Man, he will throw you under. He will find a bus to go throw you underneath if it saves his ass. He ain't loyal to you, Mikey. Are you stupid? No, you're just smug and compulsive. And you shouldn't have done that picture. Dog, because, dude, if you ever you just make a mistake. You make a mistake and had the wrong beef, the wrong hot dog. You take the wrong medication. That picture is there. And they're going to be like, we told you. See, imagine if Canelo Alvarez had that picture with Victor Conte doing this after people brought into question why he hired Victor Conte. And then he got caught with Combuterol. Do you think that people were on Canelo Alvarez for that then? He wouldn't have had no hope if he had that picture out there. And things happen. That's why you don't involve yourself. You don't hang with the wrong crowd. You know what I mean? Your kid could be, that's why you tell your kids, dude, don't hang around the wrong kids because you don't know when you're going to get caught up into something. Okay, this kid here is known to be breaking into stores, okay? I know you think he's a nice kid. I think he's a nice kid. You know, he said that he's never going to do it again. But dude, 2 weeks ago, he broke into a store. If you hang with him, you're hanging around that kid, and the store gets broken into that he didn't do, but they suspect him of having done, then you're brought into question. Because people are like, dude, why is he hanging out with him? He's hanging out with that dude. He must be like that dude. Because birds of a feather flock together, right? It's a bad look, son. It's a bad look. And thumbing your nose at it. And people can say, I don't care what he's on or what Mikey Garcia does. I do. I don't think that it's, if Mikey Garcia was doped, if he was doping, and I'm not saying he is, I don't know if he is, not accusing him of it. But if he did, that would not be right. It's not okay to say, and I know Errol Spence would probably say, I don't care what he's on, I'm gonna beat him up. Other people asking me, I don't care what he's on. It's just gonna make him get hurt longer because it's just gonna make him get hurt worse because he's gonna be able to take more punches. It ain't gonna stop that whooping, it might make it worse. All that might be true. But I think if Mikey Garcia wants to fight at 147 pounds, he needs to do it clean as a whistle with nothing funny happening. And if he can beat him, he can beat him. If he can't beat him, he can't beat him. If you are a true fan of the sport, you don't want cheating. Okay? You don't want cheating. And it's not cool. I'm not saying that he's cheating, I don't know. But I know Victor Conte has. And I know Victor Conte is capable of it. And for me, that's like the kid. You're saying this is a good kid. But he's running with a gang of kids that are known for breaking into stores and beating up women. But that kid's a good kid. How do I know? He's hanging with them. KQ, whatever he does will not help his pain from Errol. Yeah, I'm not saying. Hey, I mean, maybe not. I don't know. That's not on me, man. The fight's gonna happen, man. So we'll see what happens. Wilder should say we want half Eddie. I want half Eddie. Oh, I want what's coming to me. I want what's coming to me. Damn right, boy. I want what's coming to me. Ain't no contract. What's the point of talking about it? Ain't no point in talking about it with Anthony Joshua unless they come and say they give him what he wants. And they're willing to talk about when the fight happens. The big thing about that fight with what time is it? Shit. All right, yeah. What time is it? All right, yo, I got to roll in a minute. Look, man, much love in the super chat. World Breaker Fighting is going to come on, I believe, at 12:30. Eddie and UK gets half of AJ's 50. Oh, you know that. More than that, it's like 40% of what you make in a boxing match in the UK, I do believe at least 50% of what Anthony Joshua makes leaves right off the cuff, because you have the $20,000 that goes to the government. In the UK, it's less here, right? But it's 20% in the UK. I do believe it's 20% in the UK, according to my source, who is a manager for a professional boxer, told me that the UK, when that fighter fights over there in the UK, that 20% of it comes out off the top to the state. After that, you got the 20% for the promoter, so that's 40%. After that, you have 3% of the purse for each of the three sanctioning bodies. 3 times 3 is 9. So there you go. That's 49. That's 49%. Oh, plus the IPO, plus the IBO. Oh, AJ dummy, will you drop that IBO? You costing yourself money for no good reason. Okay, carrying around that extra belt so you can pay $3 million to the IBO. Fuck is wrong with you? 12% to the IBO. He's got 4 belts. Why is that dude carrying around the IBO? The simple fact that he's carrying around the IBO tells you that this dude ain't the brightest cookie. He's not the sharpest pencil in the drawer, because they're charging him for that belt, the IBO. Anyway, so that's 4 times 3 is 12, right? So you got 40%, 20 for the 20 for the state, 20 for the promoter. We're not even talking about a manager, but just 20 for the promoter and another 12 for the sanctioning bodies. That puts you at over 50% of your money out the door. If he didn't have a promoter, he could keep 20% in his pocket. If he didn't have the IBO, he'd keep 23% in his pocket. Telling you. Y'all think AJ ain't making all that damn money? If he is making it, he ain't keeping it. And absolutely. Oh, I'm sorry. And that's another 10% for the trainer. And 10% for the trainer, even though he could probably negotiate a flat fee for Rod McCracken. That's another 20%, 10%. If he has a 10% fee with him, if it's standard, when I would be surprised. But if he doesn't have somebody, if Eddie Hearn and those guys hired all his people, he would never negotiate anything different. It'd be another 10% on top of that. So you're talking about 60. Now you're talking about 62% is gone. And then you've got training facilities, all of that stuff, which means, just getting ready for the fight, paying sparring partners, right? Paying for your insurance. Your insurance has got to be high being a professional boxer. So if he's got health insurance, paying that premium. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money coming out of those dudes' pockets, man. Oh, Fannon, you missed my super chat. Sorry, Jeff Marshall. I got you. I'm going to go back to this one. Dog, don't block somebody unless it's something that's blockable. Remove the comment first. Okay? Don't time out. If somebody just says something you don't like, remove the comment. Just remove the comment. Okay? So we can get rid of all that. Just remove the comment. If you think a comment is insulting or if it's something disrespectful, Wrench, just get rid of the comment first. If it's something over the top, then elevate it to a timeout. If it goes past the timeout, elevate it to getting blocked. Okay? Somebody comes in here talking about, tranny, da-da-da, all that, just get rid of them right away. If it's just on his face, okay? But if it's just a comment you don't like, delete the comment. Okay? And then tell them why you deleted the comment before you time them out, okay? There's some reason you can go, some way you can go about that. They can work out. Jeff Marshall in the building. Much love in the super chat. He said, who is the better prospect, Ife Agagba or Daniel Dubois? Can either beat Wilder or Joshua at this point, or are they just the next wave? I think that they're the next wave. I think the better prospect is probably, man, I'm telling you, this is like, pick 'em for me, really. But probably, I would suspect Ife Agagba because I think Agagba has better power. The advantage for Daniel Dubois is that Daniel Dubois is older. Daniel Dubois is younger. So I think he's a young guy, man. I think Ife Agagba was older than his listed age. But Ife Agagba got that I can hurt you, put you out type of power. Boom. And I think he's more powerful than Daniel Dubois. But I got to see Daniel Dubois a couple more times, Ife Agagba a few more times. But no, I wouldn't put either. I think the guy that has the best chance of beating one of the two right now is probably Agagba because Agagba can put your lights out. Agagba can is Agagba. He can put your lights out. So, I think but I would favor Wilder and Joshua over them at this point. I respect the champions. Until proven otherwise, dog. You know what I mean? What's going on? Shanula Farmer? Heavy hitter. In the UK, we pay 40% over anything over 50K. After that, you pay 45 of anything over than 250K. No, but I think that this shit, when I'm talking about that heavy hitter, I'm not talking about like personal income taxes. My understanding is that there is something under like the Marquess of Queensberry rules or something related specifically to boxing and boxing events, that if you do not have a promoter, this is what I'm told by the manager of a boxer whose fighter fights there. So I'm just repeating what they say. I'm sure you can find some tax expert in the UK to find the actual answer to the question. I'm just telling you what I was told. That if you do not have a promoter, then it is 50%. If it of the purse, not of your personal income over the course of the year, 50% of the purse, right, goes to the state. If you have a promoter, then 20% of that does, because it's kind of like you were treated as an employee and they're paying, and the promoter is paying a portion of your payroll. I don't know why they would do that, but whatever. People make rules for all kind of reasons. In the United States, a boxer pays a certain amount for taxes, state taxes, out of their purse, and it comes straight out of the purse, right? Before it gets to them, and they can get twisted up on federal taxes. But that's what I was explained to me. I'm looking for backup information to verify it, but that's what I was told. Is that after deductions? I can't tell you. I'm not a CPA I'm not a CPA in the UK. I'm just telling you what a boxing manager whose client is a professional boxer who fought in France, fought in the UK, has fought in America, told me about the taxes the tax situation and how much comes out of those fighters' purses. Because, like I said, I talk to people. I don't ever quote people, but I talk to people in the UK who are professional fighters. I talk to people who are professional fighters. I talk to people who are professional managers. I do the same thing in the United States. People who are professional fighters, people who manage and train professional fighters, and they will give me the information. But I'm just telling you, I'm not going to quote them. This is what they told. This is my understanding of what they explained to me. I'm not, though, a C. They could have misunderstood it. I'm just telling you what they said. And I'm not a CPA in the UK, so I ain't going to fake like I know what the... I'm going to flat out tell you I don't know what the tax structure, what the tax code is. The tax code is in the UK, man. Hell no, I don't know that. I had a guy that would tell me, man, like I do business. One of the companies that I work with, does business in Serbia. And a guy told me, and the guy, somebody asked me a labor question for Serbia, for labor in Serbia. And the dude told me, look, man, I'm just trying to brush up on my Serbian labor law. I'm like, you can't brush up on Serbian labor law. Okay. You have to be a Serbian. You have to be number one, you've got to be expert in Serbia. You have to know Serbian law first, right? Then you have to know specifically the labor. Well, I can't remember what the code is there, but what it's called, but the specific legislation there that relates to labor, right? So it's like, who knows? I don't know. I'm telling you what it's told. That's why it's a fan channel, okay? And cats who want to, man, I did a video about that, dude. If I wanted to walk through everything that people can't prove, dude, you would never be able to talk because you don't know the information. People tell me that people lost fights, and I'm like, they won't believe me when I show on BoxRec. When you know the guy didn't lose the fight. All right, he didn't lose it. He won the fight. His hand is in a picture like this, and he still got the belt, and he's defended it 3 times since then. He won the fight. And people won't, but oh, no, prove he won the fight. I just did. Shit. Anyway, man, that's what it is, man. Can't believe you have to pay when you're sick. That's fucked up. Pay taxes when you're sick? Oh, man, look, our shit is crazy over here. It is what it is, though, man. Yeah, Wilder said what he wants to make the fight. If he wants to do it, offer him. You can get the fight. But anyway, man, look, I'm going to bounce out of here. Much love in the super chat, man. Hey, we'll be back tomorrow. And with that, I'm out. Peace.